Hi girls, how are you? I'm just gonna do a video that's special. This is something that I found out yesterday. Have you seen, if you're a human and you've been on planet Earth in a place that has internet in the last week, at least you probably scrolled past a post that said, what do you hear, Yanni or Laurel? And I did just scroll past it and I didn't understand what was going on, but so many people were saying like, oh, how can someone hear Laurel? How can someone hear Yanni? You're crazy, I'm going to unfriend everyone who hears Yanni. And I was just like, okay, I really need to, my hashtag FOMO was stronger and I really needed to understand what this was about. So I went to the file and I played it. And I heard Yanni, so I was team Yanni. And I don't want to polarize anyone more than everyone is already being polarized, like those vampires. Oh, team Jacob, team, what was the name of the other guy? Like Edward or something? Shovel face according to honest trailers.
Shovel face.
I heard Yanni, right? And to me, it's just like, how is it that people can hear Laurel? How can people, and I was so, okay. People said that they could hear both very clearly. They said, I can hear both at the same time. And I'm like, only hearing Yanni and so focused on the word Yanni. I was focused just like Yanni, Yanni. And I was so focused on hearing it that I was like, what's wrong with me? What does this mean? Are my ears defective? And I was trying to listen to the L, to the R's, to the all in the word Yanni. You know, it's just like, but this is clearly a Y. How can someone hear an L? It's just like E, L. It's different, right? How can someone? This is like if someone shows you a yellow paper and says, this is actually red. You're seeing it's yellow and you're trying to convince yourself, you're trying to like gaslight yourself into believing it's red, but you're clearly seeing it's yellow. To me, like it made absolutely no sense. And then someone posted a YouTube video that I want to share with you.
Laurel. Laurel, 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 Laurel.
When I played both, I could still just like Yanni, Yanni, Yanni. I'm just like, what the hell? I'm just hearing Yanni. And then only Yanni, and just like Yanni, Yanni, Yanni. Okay. I can still only hear Yanni. A bit clearer, maybe, a bit more crisp, but still only Yanni. And then they played Laurel, just like Laurel, Laurel. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, oh, I see. Obviously, the Laurel sound is not in the Yanni sound. It's a different sound that sounds more masculine and lower pitch. And now I know what the Laurel is. And then I went back to both and really listened.
Laurel, 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 Laurel.
I could hear the Laurel now. And I could only hear the Laurel now because I knew what I was listening for. Because I had the reference. The reason why I wasn't being able to hear Laurel before is because I was so focused on the word Yanni to try and find Laurel in the word Yanni that obviously I would never be able to hear Laurel. Because I was so focused on Yanni and I was trying to find Laurel inside the Yanni, but Laurel was not inside the Yanni. It was a different sound that I wasn't even listening because I was very focused on another sound, trying to find it in another. How crazy is this? And then I had this epiphany. How many times, I remember like when I was 17 and the first job I ever had, we were trying to open a door and we couldn't open the door. And we were like, oh, but the door is unlocked. It's clearly unlocked. So we were trying to force the door open. And then the owner of the English school came and he tried like for the first split second to force the door open as well. And then he looked up and he saw that the upper latch was still locked. And then he was like, cling. But we were so focused on looking at the middle lock, seeing that the door is unlocked, why is it not opening, that we were completely not seeing the whole picture to actually see what else can it be that is preventing the door from opening. We were puzzled, but we were all like just looking at that same lock and puzzled and trying to force it open. To me, the Yanni and Laurel was exactly the same. And my epiphany was, how many times in our lives and in our businesses do we keep looking at something, trying to find the solution, and we're so focused on that one solution that we can't possibly see, that it's somewhere else, and this somewhere else is right in front of us. It has been right in front of us the whole time. The whole time. It was right in front of us, and we weren't seeing it because we were focusing on trying to see it in another. How crazy. So I know that some people are just like focusing on strategy, try to get so many mentors to teach them funnels and teach them sales techniques and teach them programs, how to craft a perfect VIP program for your audience, etc. And they're still not signing any clients. And they're like, but I'm doing all the funnels, but I'm doing all the processes, but I'm trying to get people on board to even like practice sales calls with, and I'm not getting clients, or I'm getting less clients, or people aren't signing for my program. And they don't know that maybe it's not about these tech things. It's something else that's in front of them and they can't see because they're just focused on the funnels. It's very common that people talk about mindset and they like prescribe, like a doctor who prescribes like paracetamol for everyone. They prescribe mindset and journaling and manifesting and abundance thinking and throwing it out in the universe to everyone, not even understanding what's actually your problem. And then you have people who are journaling for months, putting their money goals for the week, for the month, for whatever, and they're not landing it, and they're not landing it, and they're not landing it because it's not the mindset. You're only focusing on the mindset and you're thinking, why is it not working if all my mindset is in place? It may be because your branding is too bland and you're reproducing what everyone else is saying. It may be because your confidence on camera is contradictive and you're like, hi, I'm a confidence coach, and people are like, no, you're not, and moving on. It may be because your product, the way you market your product is so vague that people don't even understand what you do, and they don't want to understand what you do because it's not even enticing their curiosity. And you're still there with your funnels and mindset, and you're not seeing where else. And the other thing is there is that this is all the time, it's there next to you, and you're not seeing it because you're so obsessively focused on something else. Just like, why am I not seeing it? Why am I not seeing it? Why am I not seeing it? This is the epiphany that I got with the whole Yanni and Laurel exercise. Yes, it's super interesting that you hear both to try and see which of the words that you perceive, then each one separately, and then you go back to both, having the reference, because reference is key. Reference is everything in life. And then you try and see if you can hear both clearly, because this is what happened to me. I love mentors, and I guess mentors are amazing, but sometimes a coach says, oh, you're not following what I'm telling you to follow to a T. And this is why you're sucking. Maybe your problem is that you have bad mindset. And it's like, no. The problem is exactly because you're trying to follow what someone else is telling you to a T. And neither you is not your fault, or your coach, who should be able to work with you to extract this from you. Neither of you are seeing that the problem is not in following the thing to a T. Is the unveiling the other thing that is not working, that you're not seeing, that neither of you is seeing actually. That was like mind-blowing. That was an epiphany. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you today. And don't forget to give it a go yourself, and then subscribe if you heard Yanni, or share if you heard Laurel, or you can do both if you heard both. The most important is watch another video. This channel is getting better and better. See you next week.